Hi everyone, it's Debbie with BookAndBuJo. Welcome if you're new, welcome back if you've been here before. Join me today as I go over my May recap from the hardest reading challenge you'll ever do 2.0. We have 1 month left. Am I going to make it? As you can see, there's a lot of green squares already on the bingo board here. So excited for that. But before we get into the ones lower than this that are not green yet, let's go ahead and go over some stats. So I have completed my points calculator and the tracker. So let's go right into the stats. Total books read for this challenge so far is 327. I have read a total of 110,819 pages over the last 11 months. 2,450 and a bit hours of audiobooks. Average days to read 4.85. Average rating 4.22. So far this year has been a lot of 4-star books, which is amazing. Average pages, 339.94 a day, so almost 340 a day. Average hours listened to, 7.5. Total points, I have 1,339, and my most read month is still so far September. I don't know. I'm pretty sure I read more in May. We'll see. I do have my May wrap-up coming soon, so stay tuned for that. Okay, let's see. Around the world, not too bad. There's a lot in here that I didn't get to, and down here and up here. But I'm still pretty happy with the diversity of reads. From the US, again, just this big, huge empty space here in the middle. It's amazing. And I need some books from like Ohio and Kentucky and Indiana. Yeah, I'm surprised I didn't have any books set in Florida. Still got one little spot over here on the east that I didn't get to. Delaware, I think, probably. I'll have to work on that one a little bit more in 2027. And Alaska and Hawaii. I'm surprised about those. I know I've had Alaska books previously. I definitely had Antarctica books, but that's not on here. Yeah, no Antarctica shown on here, but I did have that one. All right, publishers, again, mostly indie published books, 33%. Penguin has been pretty high, 13%. We have self-published at 11%, which isn't too bad. Public domain, 9%, it's all of those classics that I read. Quite a few from HarperCollins and Tor. Orbit was getting a little big up there too, as Simon & Schuster. Yeah, nice variety. I'm still glad that kind of the indie press is the largest section. New versus reread. I reread 4%, so 14 books. Not too bad. I didn't necessarily count all of those rereads, but those are the books that I did read. And 95% new. Series. So let's see. We have 28% just started. 40% standalones, not too bad. We got 20% in progress. I'd say that's pretty good. Getting series continued anyway. Up to publication, 3%, and finished 6%. So not too bad. Not too bad. I'll take it. Means read. So the most was audiobooks. I have been doing a lot of audiobooks, especially in May for the last readathon I did. And then ebooks at 24%, makes sense. Physical and audio, again, check out the books from the library and the audiobook and get 23%. Ebook and audiobook, 9%. Hardcover, 6%. That is my most favorite book to collect, my format to have on my shelves. I love a good hardcover on my shelves. Paperback, 3%. Okay, genres. Nice wide gamut. I love seeing all of these. Now, this does include, you got urban fantasy, Western historical. So we got gothic fantasy, fantasy mystery, fantasy romance, a lot of fantasy, but a lot of other stuff as well. Classical literature, we've got mystery thriller, nonfiction, paranormal romance, historical fiction, dystopian sci-fi, horror thriller, magical realism, so epic high fantasy. Yeah. So nice round range of books. And then we have book cover colors. So the winner is blue, 51. There is a lot of blue books out there. I am amazed at how many blue books are out there. Next was black and white and green, and then red. I do say that those are the most popular colors of books that I do see a lot of. And then we have audience, adult, 63%, makes sense. New adult, 3%. I mean, that's still kind of somewhat a new category. So some of these books, some of the adult and some of the young adult could probably be classified as new adult. 28% young adult. We have 3% middle grade and 1% children's books, which makes sense. Publication year, again, such a wide range. But with this readathons I've been doing lately, there's a lot from 2025, 13%, 2024, we have 31%, 2023, 9%. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. I've had quite a few from 2026 as well, actually 14 books that were released in this year. That's crazy. So we got 1851, 1320, 430. Yeah, nice wide range of years. And then all the authors, you can tell which ones were read-along books and which ones were parts of my challenge. So we have Lucy Maud Montgomery for the Anne of Green Gables, Ben Galley, of course, for my challenge, and Rochelle Mead for another read-along, John Gwynne, again, for book club. And I think that's it. So let's go ahead and see what we got for the last 2 rows of the bingo squares and what ones I still need to finish. As you can see, there's a lot of green squares, which is amazing. So I've got the top 3 lines done. The next line I have 1 square left, and then the last line I have 2 squares left. So excited for this. Let's go ahead and go through all 3 of these squares and see how I'm doing. Hopefully we can turn 1 more green. So Queer Alphabet. I did read The Deep by River Solomon in May, and that worked for intersex. And so I completed this challenge, and I can click the I did it square. So excited. So excited about this. Okay, next is new releases. Now, I did read The Final System in May, so I got that one done, and I have my book all ready to go. It's on here, and I'm ready to read it, and that is The Quitters Club by Jessica Strasser, and I'm excited to get that one read and complete the square, so that should be done in June. Now for the Challenge Yourself one. This is the one I went a little too hardcore, I think, and did not plan well enough throughout the year to read this. Like I should have been able to do this. I probably would have needed to read like 1 or 2 each month to actually finish this. And yeah, I've done really well, I feel. I've done really well. Okay, I've got 2 here. I've got 2 here. And oh, this one I did finish. I did finish my sub-box book. So let's go ahead and put that in here. I just finished this yesterday. It was very nice. We went and ran some errands and then kind of came back and we ate lunch, kind of chilled on the couch and watched CrossFit, the Torian Pro. That's the CrossFit kind of semifinals, I guess, where everyone from the Oceania area kind of gets together and competes to see who's going to go to the actual CrossFit games. While we were watching that, I finished Sky of Fire. So that's awesome. That one's done. Yay. 1 more done. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4 left that I need to read. 2 of them, these 2 here, I do have on my June TBR. And then I did get the prequel of Demon's Ruin. So this one here. Now, I did not own this at the time of the challenge. So I'm wondering, like, can I swap it with one of the ones I already did own? But I do have it on my June TBR because it fit a prompt. I had to read the most recent purchase that I made, and that one happened to come in that day. So it's on my TBR. So I'm going to go ahead and make this one the normal color and add that one in. So I do have 3, but that means I have 2 left that I do own that I have not read yet. And my kind of updating the challenge from the secret prompt, I could kind of tweak it a little bit. And for that, I said I had to read 80% of the books on this challenge. And I will have done that. So if I complete all 3 of these, then I'm good. I only have the 2 left, and I only needed to read 14 for that. And I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I already have 14. So even if I don't read any of those 3, then I'm good. But if I'm still going to try and get those 3 done, I'll be so excited. And then that way, I will have finished 2 of the series. And then this one here is a trilogy, and I have not started any of those. So that way I'm not leaving myself hanging with any of the series, and I will have completed all of the series. I've already completed the Emaneska series. That was up to No Fairy Tale. So all of these. And then this one is the Skalusen Chronicles, so I will have all 3 of those done. And then the Bloodwood Saga are these 3, and I will have those done. And then the 3 short stories. Now these ones I did only read the short story from Bengali. I did not read the entire book, but that still counted because it's all the Bengali stuff. So yay, very excited. And I think I will be a little more cautious with what I choose for HRCYED 3.0 for the Challenge Yourself spot, if it's still in there. So that is exciting. That means I should complete the entire challenge with a blackout in June, but you'll have to stay tuned to see what happens because, you know, life happens, stuff happens. You never know what's going to happen. So there we go. All right, now let's see what the bingo board looks like with 1 more square done. So now I have 4 rows totally complete. Super excited about this. And I have 2 left. So that means I have 3 columns and 4 rows done. I'm so excited for this. All right, secret prompt. So the secret prompt for May was to read the last book you purchased, borrowed, or were gifted. And I did get in King Sorrow by Joe Hill, and I did complete that one. And you either complete a space without a book or use a book that hasn't qualified for anything yet. So if for some reason something weird happens this month, I could complete one of these without reading the book, or I can use a book that doesn't qualify for the square and put it in that spot. So I have a feeling I'm going to at least get 1 more of these squares turned green regardless of what I read in June. So very excited for that. Yes, this has been so much fun, and I am very much looking forward to June 5th. I believe it's the June 5th when QWERTY is going to come out with HRCYED 3.0 and the chaos and mayhem that she is going to have for this next challenge. And I would love to find out, did you take part in HRCYED 2.0 and were you able to get a bingo or at least 1 square green? I think even if you just get 1 square green, like that was a huge accomplishment. And if you get even just 1 bingo, that is amazing. So amazing. So I would love to find out, did you take part in HRCYED 2.0 and are you going to take part in HRCYED 3.0? And if you made it this far in the video, leave a green emoji in the comments to let me know that you are here. And until next time, keep reading.